This video will demonstrate the configuration steps required to set up the WebEx PhoneConnect application on the UC500 Unified Communications platform. The steps outlined here assume a standard deployment has already been configured on the system, including users being provisioned. Using CCA 2.0 or later, connect to the UC500 system using your administrator login credentials. Notice that before proceeding, you will need to wait for the voice information to load. Our first step is to configure a static DNS name server. On the left, click on Configure and select Routing and then IP addresses. On this page, select the Device Configuration tab. Next, ensure the checkbox located next to Enable Domain Lookup is marked. In the text box under New Server, you will enter the IP address of your DNS name server. Now click the Add button, and this address will appear in the Current Servers field. Click OK to apply these settings and close the window. Our next step is to apply general application settings to the device. Navigate to Applications and select General Settings, then wait while this page loads. The first thing you will do is click the checkbox to enable HTTPS communication. This will allow the device to make a safe and secure connection to the WebEx server. You also need to enter a username and password for HTTPS authentication. Entering this information will prevent unauthorized access to WebEx PhoneConnect via CME. One last thing to note on this page is the information located under Service URLs. This area will be empty the first time the General Settings page is accessed. Information will be filled in here by the application itself after it is enabled. Again, click OK to apply these settings and close the window. The final configuration step is to access the Smart Applications Manager. Navigate to this link on the left-hand side and wait for the page to load. On the left of the page, you will see a list of currently configurable applications on the UC500 device. The red circles indicate that this application is not enabled, while green check marks show that it is. On the right of the page, under the Description tab, you can see a description of the application itself, and below this the number of credits required to use this application. Correspondingly, at the bottom of the page, you'll notice a partially filled bar with the percentage sign shown. This indicates your total credits used at this time. As you can see, 30% of available credits on this system are currently in use. To enable PhoneConnect, first mark the checkbox next to Enable. Next, click the Setup Options button. On this screen, you will enter the administrator's user ID and password, site ID, and site name for your WebEx site. This information will be provided to you once your WebEx administrator account is activated. When you've entered this information, click the Login button. The PhoneConnect application main screen contains information regarding your WebEx account, such as administrator information, a listing of WebEx users currently configured on your site, and your site's call-in information. User information includes user ID, password, email address, first name, last name, and the associated phone user. If no phone user has been selected, then none is displayed. To add a new phone and WebEx user, you can select Copy from Device. To select a phone user to add to an existing WebEx user, choose Select Phone Users. Both buttons will take you to this screen. Choose a user from the list on the left and click Add, then OK. In both cases, you will then need to enter a password for the user. In the Dialing Digits configuration area at the bottom of the page, you can select either the toll-free or toll numbers to be the default number called by the phones when joining a conference. Confirm that the dial-out prefix matches your configured dial plan. You may further adjust the number to be dialed by removing or adding digits to the front of the dial string. By selecting the Advanced Configuration button, you can adjust the timing values used for joining conferences, although the default values are normally sufficient. Finally, to install language files for localization, select the Install Language File button. When finished, click on Apply to save the configurations you have made. Then OK to close the window. Click Apply once more to send the configuration to the device and enable the application. Once this process is finished, notice that the total credits used has increased from 30% to 53%. This concludes our configuration video. We hope this was both informative and beneficial to our viewers. Thanks for watching.